Every year, companies waste billions of dollars on software that fails them. Not because the software is bad, but because they chose it wrong. Today, I'm going to show you the framework that the smartest businesses use to evaluate every tool they touch. Chapter 1. The SaaS Explosion. In 2020, the average company used 80 different SaaS tools. By 2023, that number had ballooned to over 130. We are living in the greatest software explosion in history. SaaS, software as a service, changed everything. Instead of buying expensive licenses, you subscribe. Instead of waiting for upgrades, they happen automatically. Instead of calling IT, you just log in. The promise was beautiful. Best-in-class tools for every part of your business, affordable to even the smallest team, updated constantly, accessible from anywhere. And the promise delivered. Tools like Slack transformed how teams communicate. Notion changed how people think. HubSpot democratized enterprise-grade marketing. Zoom made remote work possible at scale. But here's the thing nobody talks about. The SaaS market is now worth over $3 trillion. And when there's that much money at stake, vendors get very, very good at selling, which means buyers need to get equally good at evaluating. Chapter 2. The Trap. Here's what typically happens when a company buys software. Someone on the team has a problem, they Google it. They find a tool with a beautiful website, 5-star reviews on G2, and a free trial. They sign up. It works great for 30 days. They expand to the team. The annual plan gets renewed. And then, the product stagnates. Support tickets go unanswered. Pricing gets raised at renewal. The founder leaves, and the product roadmap stalls. Or worse, the company gets acquired, and everything you built inside it gets deprecated. This is the SaaS trap, and it catches even the smartest teams. The vendors are not evil, but they are running a business. Their incentives are to show you the best version of their product during the trial period at the demo on the comparison page. G2 reviews are gamed. Capterra rankings are paid for. Free trials are curated experiences. The features that look amazing in the demo are often the features that only 5% of customers actually use. So how do you cut through the noise? How do you find software that will actually still be serving you in 3 years? You need a framework. Chapter 3. The Framework. The best software evaluators I've ever seen all use some version of the same framework. I call it the 4-layer evaluation. Layer 1. Does it solve the right problem? Not a problem, not a category of problems, the specific problem you have right now that's causing you specific pain that you can measure. If you can't write down the exact problem in one sentence, you don't know what you're evaluating yet. Layer 2. Will it grow with you? Tools that work for a 10-person team often break at 50. Tools built for enterprise are too heavy at 10. You need to map out your growth trajectory for the next 18 months and stress test the software against it. Look at their pricing tiers, their API limits, their customer references at your next stage. Layer 3. What does the data cost to leave? Every SaaS product is a data trap in disguise. When you put your customers, your content, your workflows, your automations into a tool, you're making a commitment. Before you commit, ask, can I export everything? In what format? How long does it take? Can I run in parallel? What does migration look like in the worst case? Layer 4. What is the health of the business? This is the one buyers skip most. Software is only as good as the team building it. You need to know, is this company growing or shrinking? How are their employee reviews? When was the product last updated? What does the roadmap look like? Are the founders still involved? Has there been executive turnover? The best product built by a dying team is a liability. Chapter 4. The 5 Signs. Okay, you've applied the framework. Now how do you recognize a great SaaS product versus a good one versus a trap disguised as a great one? I've evaluated hundreds of tools over the years. Here are the 5 signs I look for every time. Sign 1. Opinionated defaults, not endless options. The best tools make choices for you. They have a point of view. They say this is the right way to do this, and they're usually correct. Tools that offer 1,000 configuration options usually mean the team doesn't know what problem they're actually solving. Sign 2. Obsessive reliability and transparency. Look at their status page. How often do they have incidents? How fast do they resolve them? Do they communicate clearly when things go wrong? The companies that are honest about failures are the companies that take reliability seriously. Sign 3. A community that self-organizes. When users build YouTube tutorials, Reddit communities and Slack groups around a product voluntarily. That tells you the product is solving real problems with real depth. You can't manufacture that. It earns itself. Sign 4. Consistent focused shipping. Look at the changelog. Are they shipping regularly? Are the updates focused on the core use case? Or are they building features nobody asked for while the basics stay broken? Sign 5. The free tier is genuinely useful. Companies that give you real value for free are confident you'll upgrade when you grow. Companies that cripple their free tier are telling you they don't believe their premium features are worth paying for on their own. Chapter 5. Winners and losers. Let me give you some real examples. Notion started as a note-taking tool and became the backbone of entire company operating systems. Why did it win? Because it solved the scattered information problem better than anything before it. It grew with teams from 1 person to 1,000, and it built one of the most passionate communities in software. It checked every box. Basecamp is nearly 30 years old and still beloved. It's not the fastest, not the newest, not the most feature-rich. But the team is profitable, independent, and builds exactly what they say they'll build. That consistency is rare and valuable. Now, for a cautionary tale. SendGrid became the dominant email infrastructure tool through genuine excellence. Then Twilio acquired it, pricing changed, support degraded, legacy features got deprecated without warning. Customers who had built critical systems on top of SendGrid found themselves either paying much more or migrating at enormous cost. Or look at Intercom. Once the gold standard for customer support software, when it tried to be everything to everyone, adding AI features, product tours, surveys, and more, users reported it feeling slower, more expensive, and harder to use. The lesson? Even great products can lose their way, which is why your evaluation can't stop at purchase. The best companies treat software relationships like partnerships. They review them quarterly, they track value delivery, and they're not afraid to switch when the relationship stops working. Chapter 6. The future. We are entering a new era of business software. AI is not coming for your tools. It's already inside them. Every major SaaS platform, Salesforce, HubSpot, Notion, Linear, Figma, is racing to integrate large language models into their core workflows. What does this mean for how you evaluate software? It means the bar is rising. The baseline features that differentiated tools in 2020 are becoming table stakes. The new differentiators will be, how thoughtfully is AI integrated? Does it actually save time, or does it just add noise? Can you trust the outputs? Is your data being used to train their models? It also means the consolidation game is accelerating. Platforms are eating point solutions. The all-in-one tools are getting better. The specialist tools are getting squeezed. Smart buyers are asking, do I buy the best-in-class specialist tool today, knowing it might be acquired or commoditized in 3 years? Or do I accept good enough from a platform that I know will still exist? There's no universally correct answer, but the teams that think through this question intentionally will be in a far better position than those who don't. Business software is one of the highest leverage decisions a company makes. Get it right, and you multiply your team's output. Get it wrong, and you multiply your team's frustration. The framework is simple. Solve the right problem, plan for growth, protect your data, and bet on healthy businesses. Look for opinionated defaults, reliability, community-focused shipping, and genuine free value. If you found this useful, subscribe to SaaS IQ for weekly deep dives into the tools and strategies that actually work. We read the documentation so you don't have to.